Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Resonance. I'm Mark, and it's such a pleasure to have you here with me today. Think about those moments when you're hungry and step into a busy restaurant, or when you want to relax with friends at a cozy cafe. The smell of food, the sound of people chatting, the sight of delicious plates and hot drinks, it all feels exciting. But to really enjoy the experience, you need to know how to order, how to ask politely, and how to handle simple conversations in English. That's exactly what we'll focus on today. By the end of this episode, you'll be ready to order food and drinks, ask questions, and enjoy restaurants and cafes confidently in English. Let's begin with arriving at a restaurant. One of the first things you might say is, "Table for two, please?" Or, "Can we sit by the window?" For example, "Excuse me, table for four, please?" Another useful phrase is, "Do you have a reservation?" If you booked earlier, you can say, "Yes, I have a reservation under the name Mark." These phrases help you start your visit smoothly. Now imagine sitting at your table. You might want to ask, "Can I see the menu, please?" Or, "Do you have an English menu?" For example, "Excuse me, can we have two menus?" Another useful sentence is, "What do you recommend?" This shows interest and helps you choose something delicious. When ordering food, you can say, "I would like the chicken, please." Or, "Can I have a pizza, please?" For example, "I would like a salad and some water." If you want to be more polite, you can say, "Could I have the steak, please?" These sentences are very common in restaurants everywhere. At a cafe, the phrases are slightly different. You can say, "Can I have a cup of coffee?" Or, "I would like a latte, please." For example, "Can I have a cappuccino and a croissant?" If you want something cold, you can say, "Can I have an iced tea?" Or, "I'd like a smoothie, please." These simple sentences make ordering easy and polite. Sometimes you want to ask about ingredients. You can say, "Does this contain nuts?" Or, "Is this vegetarian?" For example, "Excuse me, is this soup vegetarian?" Or, "Does this cake have dairy?" These questions are important if you have allergies or special diets. You may also want to ask about preparation. You can say, "How is this cooked?" Or, "Can you make it less spicy?" For example, "Excuse me, can you make this pasta without cheese?" Or, "Can you make the coffee without sugar?" These phrases help you get exactly what you want. While eating, you may want to order more. You can say, "Can I have some water, please?" Or, "Could we have another plate of fries?" For example, "Excuse me, can I have another coffee?" These polite sentences make the dining experience smoother. When you finish, you will need some useful phrases. You can say, "Can we have the bill, please?" Or, "Could I pay by card?" For example, "Excuse me, can we have the check?" Or, "Do you accept credit cards?" These small sentences make paying simple and polite. Another important group of phrases is about compliments. You can say, "The food was delicious," or "Everything was perfect, thank you." For example, "The pizza was excellent, thank you very much." These short phrases show kindness and make the staff feel appreciated. Let's practice some of these sentences together. "Table for two, please?" "Can I see the menu?" "I would like a pizza, please." "Can I have a cup of coffee?" "Is this vegetarian?" Can you make it less spicy? Can I have another glass of water? Can we have the bill, please? Do you accept credit cards? The food was delicious. Thank you. Politeness is very important when eating out. Always remember to say please and thank you. For example, can I have the soup, please? Or thank you for your help. These small words make your visit more friendly and positive. You can also imagine small conversations. For example, at a restaurant, "Good evening, do you have a reservation?" "Yes, table for two, please." "Here's the menu." "Thank you. I would like the pasta, please." Or at a cafe, "Can I have a cappuccino and a slice of cake, please?" "Of course. Anything else?" "No, that's all. Thank you." As you can see, going to restaurants and cafes is not difficult in English if you know the right sentences. From asking for a table to ordering food, checking ingredients, and paying the bill, these expressions make the whole experience enjoyable and stress-free. So today, we explored many useful restaurant and cafe phrases. Arriving and asking for a table, looking at the menu, ordering food and drinks, asking about ingredients, requesting changes, paying politely, and giving compliments. With these phrases, you can feel confident when dining out. Thank you so much for joining me today on English Resonance. Keep practicing these sentences. Imagine yourself in real cafes and restaurants, and soon they will feel natural. Every phrase you learn brings you closer to fluency. I'll see you next time, and until then, happy learning and happy dining.